I can't win, I can't reign. I will never win this game without you, without you, without you, without you, without you. I am lost, I am vain. I will never be the same without you, without you, without you, without you.
All right, only 2 more weeks left. I can see the end. But as getting competitor, and these last 2 weeks always feel like the longest because you're pretty much there, but you still gotta just, you know, go through the motions and continue your workouts and just keep that blood in the muscle. And you know, from week 2 to 1 is just pretty much the same, and the final week is when everything kind of changes up, and you know, you're doing different things in order to get your body ready for the day of the show. And there's all sorts of different tricks that people do, or manipulations that competitors do to play with their water. Some people do sodium loading, stuff like that. But I keep my regimen the final week out pretty simple. And I believe that if you've dieted right for a show, that you really shouldn't have to, you know, pull out any big tricks or anything at the end. So, you know, just go into it smoothly and, you know, cut your water. So this is going to be my last vlog until pretty much, I'm going to put one out probably the night before my show, and that'll explain what I did my whole final week in order for prep and everything like that. So, but I'm not going to do one week out because there's really no point, and nothing's really changing from now till then. Last week, when if you saw me, I was pretty exhausted and I was really tired. But I met up with my old coach and got talking to him, and he took a good look at me and suggested that I do a huge carb up day. So last Saturday I did 200 grams of clean carbs with no working out, and I feel like $1,000,000 now. And that really gave me that that boost that I needed to follow me through for the next 3 weeks. And yeah, 200 grams of clean carbs is a lot of carbs. And I was so full by Saturday night, but it was good. It was good to get all that food into me. So what I really wanted to talk to you about with this video is post-competition. And it's something that isn't really talked about a lot, and it's something that I had no idea about before when I did my first show until after the fact. And it's something that every competitor goes through, and I think it's especially hard for women because, you know, you have a date in your mind and you have a show that you're going to do, and you spend weeks and months preparing for this one day, and your whole life is surrounding around getting ready for this show. And then you do your show, and the next day, you know, is fun. You know, you get to eat, and the following week is fun. You see friends and family again, and you eat whatever you want. But it's after that week after your show where you finally realize that, you know, you're not focusing on something and you don't have a goal in mind. And I find with myself, you can feel kind of lost, and it's, you know, sometimes eating can get a little out of hand, and what I've learned is that it's always good to have a goal afterwards, and also even have a meal plan in place for after your show, because especially when you get yourself on such a restricted diet and then you start eating again, you have to be careful because you can gain weight really fast. And you're obviously going to gain a bit of weight, and you're going to gain back that water that you lost for your show as well. And mentally, that's very hard too, because you constantly see yourself, you know, improving from week to week, and you're getting slimmer and thinner and more ripped, and then it kind of starts to go the other way. And it's not a bad thing. And especially I know for myself, I'm not a naturally really lean person. I don't have abs all year long. It takes me a good 4 to 6 weeks of hard dieting to get them to show. And then after a competition, they're gone about 3 weeks after that. And it's not that my diet is bad, but you know, I'm not doing the double cardio a day, and my calories and carbs aren't restricted. And that's just the way my body type is. I'm more of a meso-endomorph, so I put on muscle very easily, which is great for me for competing in figure. But also in the off season, it is hard to get your mind around, you know, putting on a bit more fat. And what I've had to realize is that as you put muscle on and you get that little layer of fat over top of your muscle after a show, it makes you appear a bit bigger than you actually are. And not that I've never been a big person, and it wasn't till in, you know, my, probably when I hit 24 or 23, when I realized that I couldn't exactly eat whatever I wanted to. So I had to watch it, or else I can, you know, sort of bloat up a bit, and I will hold a lot of water if I am eating a lot of carbs. So for anybody who's competing for the first time, or anybody who does compete, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about with the post-competition. They can call it the post-competition blues, because some people start to get down. Some people can still become very obsessive and try to hold their stage physique, and that's not healthy to do. My body in particular, it doesn't like to stay this lean of a body fat for very long. I just can't do that. It mentally really messes me up, and I'm sure Tom wants me back to normal. No, I'm just joking. No, when I get my body fat percentage this low, and I get this lean, I get very short with people. I'm impatient, and I'm tired, and I can be a bit moody. But yeah, it's coming to an end. Only 2 more weeks. I can see the end. So I won't see you next week at 1 week out, but I will be posting a video on the night before my show, and then I'm obviously going to do a follow-up of, I'm going to try to take some videos of the show and pictures and stuff to get out to you, and then we'll talk about afterwards. So yeah, wish me luck these next 2 weeks, and we'll see you later.